Right.
What's up, YouTube? Episode 31 of the Ask Stevie show. Behind the scenes, about to hit record. Here we go. All right. Hey there. Welcome back. Thank you again for joining me. Interesting question today. Interesting question. The question is, who really wins capitalism? Who really wins capitalism? Who wins capitalism? I mean, I think more in terms of cycles than I think of in terms of books or scripts with beginnings and ends. And just to go on a little tangent to give you some context about why I'm answering the question this way, what I'll say is I observe in many different ideologies this notion of there being end times. We see it, of course, in monotheism, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, this idea that the end days either are coming or have happened or are about to happen, something like that, depending on how you interpret the scripture. But it's not only in religion. We see this, of course, in Hollywood. Every movie scripts to have an end. This is a bad answer. We're gonna restart this shit. I forgot what my fucking answer was. Hold on. All right, I remembered. So let me just continue recording. We also see this in science, this notion of climate change, catastrophe looming in the future. We also see this in business and economics. There's philosophies around late stage capitalism, this idea that capitalism is going to implode, essentially, by nature of its fundamental mechanics. So I think that's where this question is coming from. Who wins capitalism? There's this idea that there's going to be an ultimate victor. And I think that what that idea comes from the same people that the same groups, lineages, and councils that have scripted, translated, published the King James Version of the Bible with its end times programming are the same general factions that are outputting these ideas, trying to make their mentors and make their family members' predictions come true, essentially. It's a pride thing, making these end times real. So every potential ideology gets hijacked by it, as I'm explaining. So as far as capitalism is concerned, yes, there's definitely things that happen, but I mean, if you look at even just the, I think, like I said, I think more in terms of cycles. What I'm trying to say is that I don't think there's ultimately a victor in the sense that like Walmart takes over, Amazon takes over, one world government, and we're done. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to keep giving us looming things in the future. And then those people who are more aware might get alternative hypotheses about how it's happening now or it's already happened, depending on what their vertical or what their academic department is, right? So to answer the question, obviously right now we have some pretty substantial monopolies entrenched, but the monopoly isn't the company or the brand. The monopoly is the people behind the scenes. And they've been doing it for hundreds of years. So they've wrote the rules of the game, and within that game, there are cycles. There are cycles. If you look at the stock performances of the past, since it's starting to be recorded, which is what I was going to explain earlier, you'll see it's different companies rise and fall. People were saying the same exact stuff about that they're saying today about Amazon and Walmart and Facebook and Tesla. They were saying the same exact thing about other companies before. And both groups are right because it's, like I said, the same factions behind these brands, the same lineages, councils, families, and so forth. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that that's the case, uh, but it if you have power, you're going to retain it as best you can. And if lying to people about end times being imminent is the best way to keep people predictable to maintain your power, then that's where all of this late stage capitalism implosion coming soon. We may all get universal basic income. No, it's just going to continue cycles, life and death cycles, individuals, businesses, groups, collectives, factions, even bloodlines are part of that cycle. So that's my answer to who wins capitalism. I'm not trying to be a hardhead, not trying to be stubborn and be clever about not answering in how I answer. Um, and I'll just to be favorable to more people here, I'll go ahead and say I'll pick, right? Um, you know, I could see Bezos, Musk, like if those two team up, if Bezos and Musk really, really really team up, whatever you might think that looks like, that could be a wrap as far as a while. Um, I don't know though, because nature's nature and nature always wins. And I'll tell you, I've driven coast to coast 4 times. Listen to my other episodes for more of those stories, or ask me questions about those trips to hear more stories. My point is, I've seen nature resist. I've seen thousands of off grid, intentional communities of people living with self produced energy and food all over the gosh darn place. And I'll tell you, they don't watch the news. They don't go to grocery stores and stuff, but they're all types of them. Some are more religious, some are more into sustainability, some are more into even drug use, I've seen. So that's that. Even if capitalism has a winner, nature will produce an opposing force through us. We are the conduits through which karma operates, through which divine forces operate. That's the beings here. That's what we are here for. So there's another cop out answer for you. I hope you enjoyed it at least. Have an amazing day. Thank you again. That was a good episode, despite my little F up there. Thanks for watching, YouTube, and catch y'all in the next one. Make sure you subscribe. Go down to the description, subscribe below if you like these behind the scenes clips here.